Hey there, Marina Ormes here with your Astro vibe for Friday, February 3rd. It's our third day in a row of talking about the Cancer moon. The moon is still in Cancer through the end of the day today. So yesterday we were talking about why am I so sensitive on a Cancer moon, and today my theme is why you should take care of yourself before caring for others, which may seem obvious. And certainly we've been talking a lot about Cancer energy and why we feel so sensitive and vulnerable when the moon is in Cancer. That water energy, that energy of feeling and emotions. It's really important that we fill up our own cups before we can be there for others. And so, I mean, seems obvious when we're talking about it here, but in real life, sometimes it's easy to brush over your own needs, to think, oh, I can just push through, or, oh my gosh, I mean, when you're working on something, I know for me, when I'm working on something, there's always just like, oh, I just want to finish this, right? I don't want to stop and have to eat or get a drink of water or whatever it is. And I know that I need to do those things. So there's finding the right balance. There's also, many of us are caregivers. Maybe you need to care for children or someone in your life who has needs. So taking care of yourself allows you to be more present, more giving freely, lovingly to another person who might need you. And, we can't always do that if you're a parent. I've been a parent of small children, and you can't always take care of yourself in the way that you need to. I totally know that. And we also know that we can enjoy our time with our kids more when we take care of ourselves, when we have our own needs met. So is there a statement you need to make to someone in your life, to have a boundary to a child, to a partner, to someone in your life, to say, what you're asking me for is important to me, and I want to be there for you, and I'm going to be much better if I get to finish my meal first, or if I get a good night's sleep, or if I have this break that I need for myself. So practice for yourself how to talk about that boundary, how to talk about what you need. And if you can do it for yourself, that's helpful as well. Like I was saying, if it's something about working or getting focused and you don't want to stop and take a break, how can you talk to yourself and say, I hear that the finishing this project and getting this done is really important to you, and I will do a better job of it if I stop and take a break. And it just, it might make this take a little longer, but that's how long it actually takes. So same thing, if you're communicating with somebody else, is like, I know that you might have to wait. I know that you want it now, or whatever it is. But if I take care of myself first, it will be better for both of us. So here's how, here's why. So anyway, maybe that's helpful to you if you can think through how to create boundaries for yourself so that you can have a healthy boundary, instead of having to bring out the crab claws and start snapping at people because you've pushed it too far. So, we all have those moments when we're human, and those things happen. So forgive yourself. That's another thing about the Cancer moon. It's really about bringing in that loving vibe of remembering that you are loved unconditionally, just by the simple fact that you are a human being and you are deserving of love. The unconditional love of the universe is there, whether you can feel it or not. And so taking care of yourself is going to help bring you back to the ability to feel that. And there's also things that we use, right? Crutches that we might use to make ourselves feel nurtured in the moment, but aren't really deeply nurturing to us. I'm thinking of junk food, some habits or patterns we might have that aren't the healthiest for us, that gives us like that moment of comfort. But is it really addressing the deeper need? So I always recommend, if you're looking at patterns like that in your life, don't expect yourself to just change it overnight, because it's there for a reason. It's there to take care of you. And if you just take it away, then you have no care for yourself. And that's not, that's not good. You can't function, right? You fall apart. You don't want that. So if you are trying to change a habit or a pattern, I would say start with not changing anything. Keep doing the thing that feels, quote unquote, unhealthy, or, the thing that you judge or feel like other people judge you about. Keep it the way it is, but pay attention. So use it as that place of being curious and asking yourself, what happens? Why do I reach for this? What happens when I reach for it? What do I get from it? How does it make me feel later? Then do you go through a cycle of then needing it again? Those are the kinds of things just to pay attention to and notice. So you see how this can support your intentions. Sneaking back to that idea, is because what we're doing is we're shifting underlying patterns. And to do that, we are beginning to notice what is going on in our emotional realm. And so paying attention to that is great, and good thing to do when the moon is in Cancer, to pay attention to our feelings. And again, not take away the crutches, not at first anyway. Eventually you'll want to make some changes, but at first keep things the way they are, but notice, pay attention, maybe do some journaling about it. At least start to take that bigger picture look at yourself and some of your choices and where they're coming from, and how that supports or doesn't support you and your intentions. So is it something that helps your intentions to manifest, or is it something that gets in the way of your intentions? And maybe you don't have to get rid of that crutch completely. Like, I don't know, right? It's not for me to judge. I'm just saying, if for you that you find that there's something you reach for that's maybe not the healthiest for you, or isn't in the most alignment with the intentions you have, maybe there's something you can tweak about it. Maybe there's something that you can approach it differently, or do it with a friend instead of by yourself, or maybe do it half the amount of times you do. I don't know what it is, right? Like, whatever works for you, but think about it. Notice what's going on and ask yourself if there's anything different you could do that would be potentially more in alignment with your intentions. Okay, so enough about Cancer. Tomorrow the moon goes into Leo. We're stepping into, we're heading into the full moon energy of shiny Leo. So with the Leo moon, we step into the qualities of creativity, of self-expression, of sharing and shining our light. So, that's why we're doing this inner work of the feelings of Cancer, to create the foundation, so that when we share and shine with the drama and the expressive qualities of Leo, we can be doing so from our truth, from a more authentic place, a more, a place that is based on having our emotional needs met, because we've addressed those things when the moon was in Cancer. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know what you think. Let me know how this is showing up for you, if it doesn't feel too vulnerable, if you're noticing anything that applies to you. Thanks again. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you're enjoying these videos, be sure to share with a friend. Let someone know who might also benefit from them. And check out my work at astrologyheals.com. All right. See you next time. Bye for now.